I'm Nick Thomas, I'm from North Wales and I shoot in the VI 2-3 category. I was going through a period in my life where I just retired from international football for the VIs, and I was just looking for the next kind of challenge for me. So I was just trying loads of different sports. The first ever session, a taster session at the local club, I think, like most people that turn up, I was excited to see, what it was all about and how it would go, but also really, really nervous. I'd never picked up a bow before then in my whole life, so just having a kind of a recurve bow, a club bow in my hand for the first time just felt a little bit alien. But the club was really good, reassuring me, just telling me, right, listen, if something breaks, it doesn't matter, it's club equipment, don't worry about it. So I was really, really nervous, but that nervous tension dissipated with every arrow. I've been quite lucky, so my wife has been a spotter for me, but I also have a brother-in-law that spots for me, so I'm quite lucky that I have two people that are able to kind of support me depending on where the competition is and the timings. My wife, who spots for me quite a lot, she's a teacher, so if my competition's held during term time, then it's difficult for her to be able to get time off, so my brother-in-law kind of steps in and does those competitions. So I've got a good kind of support team around me. My experience, to be fair, has been really, really good because the local club that I had, they'd already done some inclusion training through Disability Sport Wales, so they already had a little bit of knowledge about how to kind of talk and treat athletes with disabilities. So because they already had that little bit of a grounding in the inclusion part of it, to be fair, they were the ones that were asking me questions. So they were always asking me, right, okay, so if we get somebody else in, what about this? Do we do this? Do we do that? So I think we were kind of learning together. So yeah, my experiences so far with the club that I started with was really, really good. Because of the way that we have to shoot, being visually impaired, we always have to use a tactile sight, but obviously we can't see where our arrows impact on the target, so we always need a sighted spotter with us. So a lot of VI archers struggle to find somebody who has the time to give up to be able to come and spot with them on a regular basis. Like I said, I've been quite lucky myself to have my wife that supported me, but I think that the travelling to competitions and making sure that I've got somebody with me to spot has been one of the barriers. To be honest, the main reason why I started archery was to help with my mental health. I had been playing international football for England with the VI squad for 10 years prior, but had to retire due to injuries. So for a short period of time after that, I was doing nothing. And that's the time where I actually started to struggle a little bit with my mental health, through depression and just feelings of being low and not being able to kind of to pursue the things that I wanted to pursue. So when I found archery, knowing that the challenge it was, that helped my mental health immensely. It gave me that focus again of something to concentrate on, something to work towards, and something to grow. But then, the social side of it as well has grown because I've met so many different people in different categories and from all around the world as well, by being fortunate, to represent GB and going out to World and European Championships. So I've been lucky enough to be able to build a kind of a social network of not just visually impaired archers that are doing and going through the same thing, but also sighted archers that I've met in clubs and while doing like GB training and things as well. So yeah, for me it's been a massive positive step to come into the sport, seeing how inclusive it is, and everybody's just there to shoot arrows.
My name's Marie Thomas and I spot for Nick Thomas. My role as a spotter is to make sure that he's set up correctly, that when he's shooting safely and that there's no issues with his equipment or anything like that. And when he's shooting, I'm telling where the arrows go to help him so that he can adjust it and try to get gold. Nick started archery and then he realised that he needed someone to help him while he's shooting. So that's how I got roped into it really, and then yeah, I've enjoyed it ever since. Well, I didn't have much archery knowledge when I started. All I started doing was just telling where the arrows were landing. So all I needed was my colours and the clock face, but then I have managed to develop a few skills and I can see why they're going left or right because of what I've picked up through him. No, I didn't do any training at all. He just told me what to do and I did it.
And what would you say is the most rewarding part about being a spotter?
When he can achieve what he wants to achieve and get as far as he's managed to do in such a short amount of time, because he's already competing all across the world and I think he's only been doing it for about 8 years, so it's really good to see that. Try it and see how things go, because it is really rewarding me managing to see get someone else to achieve what they can achieve.